Hey, this is Aaron with Walk Ministries, and why am I into premium Bibles? Well, let me take you on my Bible journey. When I was just saved, when I was about 10 years old, called to preach when I was 12 originally, I would see the pastor and evangelist come through, and I would love to see their Bibles. I would love to see them preach with them, how they held them, and just the concentration and the emphasis they put on the Word of God impressed me. It let me know that was what God gave us on planet Earth, was the Word of God. This is a rebound one. I'll get into this one in a little bit. So the very first Bible I ever got was when I first got saved, and it was given to me by the children's church teacher at that time. And it was something just like this, just a little black vinyl Bible. The print was small, had red letters, had a little dictionary concordance / thing in the back, and I had that thing for many years. Well, I wanted to get another one. So I saw one in a Bible bookstore about 30 miles away. I think with the Bible in the case, it was going to be like $35 as a bonded leather Bible, but I couldn't afford it. So I'll show you the picture of the Bible, and some of you will recognize it. Parents had it back in the 80s, and so let me show you the picture of the Bible, and then I'll show you what I had to do to get it. Yeah, it was one of those giant print King James versions with the picture of the stained glass window on the front. It had a little reference behind each verse, so it was something I really wanted at the time. Now let me show you what I had to do to get it. Once again, I didn't have enough money to buy that Bible, so it was either mow or do something else, and God directed my attention to my Western Auto blue with flames chopper bike. And I knew a couple kids wanted it, and so with permission from my mom and dad, I did sell the bike for $35, enough to get that Bible and that Bible carrying case. Then after that, some years later, I would buy like a genuine leather, just a reference Bible by Thomas Nelson or something like that. That lasted many years until I got my sights on a Thompson chain reference. Now, will let you know, for many years in ministry, I actually went NIV, New King James. Then I did have the NASB, the ESV, and years later, I got the Christian Standard Bible. But in that period of time, God directed me to do a study. So I did go back, and my preferred is the King James Version. But in that time frame, I got this one. Now, this is rebound. I got it in genuine leather, had the pebble grain. It wore completely out. And this is the Thompson chain reference, the 5th edition. I used and abused this one. I think all the gilding is off completely. And I just preached and taught and did devotions from this thing. All of my notes are in just regular ink pen. I didn't know anything about Bible pens like the Pigma Microns at the time. It's been rebound, so it doesn't fold all the way out. And Thompson Chains has gone through phases. Kirkbride still puts them out. But right now, the best one you can get out is the ones put out by Church Bible Publishers. You can get them a top grain cowhide. Yeah, they're perimeter stitched, edge lined. So they take the text block from Kirkbride, and then they bind it in their own binding. You get it, I do believe, in iron calfskin, top grain cowhide. You can get water buffalo now, and so you can still get that one. So I got onto this one. I used it for the Thompson chain. Was my Bible for about 17, 18 years in ministry. That was my favorite, whether it was the NIV Thompson, New King James Thompson, which that thing's completely wore out, and the King James Thompson. Used it like crazy. Then I started learning about Church Bible Publishers. Now, my first Church Bible Publishers Bible was actually the classic Schofield. It's very nice still. And then they came out with the turquoise. Now, Love the Thompson for many, many years, but I got to the point at nighttime. I think this is an 8-point font. At nighttime, especially the red letter, it just, my eyes are getting older, and just not be able to read it in dim lighting or not bright lighting very, very well. And so I needed something else. So saw some reviews on Church Bible Publishers. They are great. They got the, your hubs or ribs. They are perimeter stitched, edge line. All the Bibles are Smyth sewn. Look at that print. When I saw that cross-reference print, I was like, oh, I'm in love. I'm in love. And so I got into that and just loved it. But when Bible collectors, they get their sights on other Bibles. So when I love this one so much, I learned about the Cambridge Bible. But before that, 'cause that's the top of the premium, there's another company that came out. Thomas Nelson came back out with their Premier collection. And this is goatskin, perimeter stitch, edge lined. It's very nice. It's not as premium as the one I was going to show you from Cambridge and Schuyler. Still very nice Bible, lays pretty good. It's not red letter. So it's all black letter text, comfort print, 12-point font. Has a good concordance in it. Nice gold line around it. Nice ribbons. They have 2 black, 1 red. The only thing about this is that this one's made in China. The gold guillotine was coming out. I've had to glue this coming apart from the edge lined both sides, top and bottom, is pulling away pretty good. But besides that, it got the crinkle page. It's really nice. And so if you have like anywhere from, I think, $75 to $100, you want to get a Bible like that, it's a good one to have. But I learned about Cambridge at the time because I love that turquoise from CBP so much. And I got it in iron calfskin, and this is the top grain cowhide. So I got the Cambridge turquoise. The biggest thing for me, why do I get in a premium, is I want the material, the quality of it. The Word of God's free, but I'll tell you what, the material, the premium materials, the craftsmanship, I wanted something that's going to last the rest of my life, something I can pass down as a legacy. I have reviews on all of these Bibles on my YouTube channel, so if you want to look them up, just look them up. But this is the Cambridge turquoise premium paper. It's my sewn, just very nice, 28 GSM paper. Red letter is phenomenal. Just a beautiful Bible. And so this is probably my favorite one, the Cambridge turquoise. And then something a little bit more portable, Cambridge Concord. This one doesn't have the raised ribs, it has tooled ribs. This one has a leather liner, calfskin leather liner. This one is a synthetic liner. Still edge lined, still Smyth sewn. A little bit smaller print. This is a 10-11. This is a 8-9 point, I believe. Make sure I'm right. Don't want to put you, yep, 8-9 point. And this one is, the turquoise is a 1920 type set. What they call, I think, the hot press, hot iron or something like that. Cambridge, this one's 1950s. Still good printing. The red does go from darker to lighter. I mean, you can see it even on this page. Red's darker over there, a little bit lighter over here. But for a portable Bible, it has a lot of good things. Has not only a concordance in it, but it also has a Bible dictionary. A lot of people enjoy that. So you have the concordance, Bible dictionary. So a lot of good things in that. You got your maps and index on both of those. So I got that. But, as a premium Bible collector, I started hearing about Schuyler. So I saved money and pulled the trigger and got the Schuyler Canterbury. And recently I did an everyday carry Bible where I wanted people to tell me whether they want me to do everyday carry, the Cambridge Turquoise or the Schuyler Canterbury, and the Schuyler Canterbury did win out. Now this is the original printing Canterbury. I have pre-ordered the new red letter 28 GSM paper, so it's a thinner footprint, full Yapp. It's on pre-order. It's about to come out. I got the black goatskin in that one coming. But just a gorgeous Bible. Once again, I have reviews on all of these. You have double column for your text. Psalm is a single column. Got those famous drop caps. And this is the one I'm using every day for devotion, for reading, for teaching, for preaching, videos, and this is probably the only premium Bible I will ever write in. Everybody said, you got to write in it. You got to write in it if it's going to be your premium. And so I did. So I wrote in it. And so, once again, why did I go from that little gift award Bible to selling a bike to get the other one, to go to the Thompson and some other ones, and now I'm into the premiums? It's all about quality. And a lot of people, I forgot one more. Because the references, Thompson chain is great, but over here is the TBS Trinity Bible Society, the Westminster Reference Bible, and that's now this one's not a premium, but it's quality. It's a paste down liner, Mariva calfskin. It is Smyth sewn, but there's over 200,000 references in this thing. And if you're new to the King James, your modern words for the old King's English is out to the side, right next to it. So a lot of people like that when they're getting to the King James for the first time. So that's nice. But, going back to what brought me from that to this is I think the Word of God should be made with excellence. Whatever the best you can afford, and that's whether it's $30, if it's free and you need somebody giving you like a cheaper Bible when you first get saved, that's fine. That's how I started. But if it's something that you value, the Word of God to me is the most precious possession in the world. So I believe in getting something that's going to last a lifetime of your hard use, everyday use, and something you can hand down as a legacy. And I've said this many times. A lot of people say I would never spend the money for one of these Bibles. I would never do that. But yet, recording this on an iPhone, and they're $500 to $1,000, and guess what happens? It seems like every 3 years, something starts to go wrong with them. Every 3 to 4 years, they start to go kaput. And what do you have to do? Put down another $500 to $1,000. So every 3 years, $500 to $1,000. One of these, you're looking at $185 to $215, $220. It's going to last you for the rest of your life. Your phone is a phone. This is the Word of God. What's more important? And so God took me on this journey. And so whatever you can afford to do, that's what you can afford to do. If you need to save it. So I've known people who will save anywhere from 6 months to a year or more to get something like this. So, and it's not just older people doing it. We got younger people doing it, 18, 19, 20-year-olds, finally realizing the Word of God is just a prized possession to have. And so, hey, that's just, thank you for watching. This is just my little journey I've had. Hey, in the comments, share yours. So thank you for watching. God bless.